Wednesday, January 27th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. A lot to talk about here. We'll talk about a little storm system that might glance through parts of the region tomorrow. Great weekend weather. And next week, kind of a half and half week temperature-wise as we make a weather transition again. Let's start off with a look at Banner Elk this morning. Temperatures back below freezing there in the high country. That's courtesy of resortcams.com. The temperature currently in Banner Elk as I cut the video, 30 degrees this morning. There's your Greensboro Tower camera where there has been some rain this morning, moving through parts of the Piedmont zones, Greensboro, Charlotte, all seeing a little bit of light rain last night. 43 right now in Greensboro. Speaking of Charlotte, there's your time lapse from yesterday. Some high clouds increasing as we got deeper into the day yesterday, and it really was a nice day. Look at these temperatures, up to 65 in Fayetteville, almost 70 in Columbia and Wilmington. It did hit 70 in Jacksonville. It was mid and a few upper 50s around the Triad region yesterday. Charlotte area, upper 50s, and even some 60-degree plus readings. Wadesboro all the way up to 65 yesterday afternoon. Here's today's photo of the day. That's from Denton there in Davidson County. Chris Walker submitted that to us. Beautiful photo there. We love seeing those pictures. All right, there's the temperature scheme this morning. Everybody above freezing across the region once you get outside of some of the colder mountain spots. And again, we have had this batch of some shower activity moving through. It was relatively heavy very briefly through parts of Guilford, northwestern Randolph, Davidson counties, and then down to parts of the Charlotte metro area, around Concord and Charlotte itself. A little period of some moderate rain. But this is all exiting relatively quickly. The upper support for this rain breaks down fairly quickly. Now, where it's really wet is down in Florida. Very, very wet morning down in the Sunshine State. Rain and thunderstorms down there. But you notice here as we flip onto the surface map, pretty quiet day overall for a lot of the region. Maybe a little batch of some rain this afternoon down into South Carolina. For North Carolina, just a mostly cloudy sky through much of the day. And a cooler day. There's your highs this afternoon. Now, tomorrow, we've been trying to forecast exactly how far north and west the precipitation with that little area of low pressure will make it. And I think it's going to be a deal where certainly the eastern parts of the Carolinas see a little bit of chilly rain tomorrow. Let me show you the NAM model here, and you notice there through parts of the eastern Carolinas, and maybe as far north and east, or north and west rather, as the eastern Charlotte metro and the southern parts of the Triad viewing area, Anson up toward Davidson, Randolph, Montgomery counties. That's where you could see some of that shower activity tomorrow. The European model is very similar with the placement of that light rain. The Canadian model actually wants to print out a few sleet pellets with that, but I just don't think it's going to have a ton of luck phasing any moisture with the cold air. But it will be a cool day again tomorrow. There's your highs across the region. Now we start a stretch of sunshine Friday, a little bout of some mountain snow early Friday morning. But a lot of sunshine here in the Piedmont and the foothills. There's your Friday afternoon highs. And the warming trend continues from there. By Sunday, look at that. What a fantastic weather day. Saturday looks great, too. Probably 50s Saturday, well up into the 60s on Sunday. And let me show you the 850 millibar temperatures off the European model. These are temperatures about 5,000 feet off the ground. Very warm weekend and early week setup before a cold front moves through around Wednesday, and we transition back to chillier weather thereafter. So let me show you some more detailed charts here as to what's ahead. Now let me take a step back, and I'll show you, let's see. Well, hang on, let me get the right chart here for you. There is the European computer model solution for tomorrow, and that I showed you a moment ago. Notice the eastern Carolinas seeing some of that precipitation. Now, let's look down the road. Middle of next week, we get a pretty sharp cold front through here. That is what it looks like on the GFS. Oh, let me get that resized for you. On the 0Z run of the GFS computer model. On the European model, there's the, let's see, well, get the timestamp right. All right, so this is Tuesday as we're in the warm air ahead of that system, and then by Wednesday, there's the front moving in. So around us some showers and thunderstorms likely from Tuesday night into Wednesday. And then following that storm system, there's your chillier air by the end of next work week. And let me show you some more ideas on that very quickly. You look at the European ensemble mean. And this is what it looks like around next Saturday. So the 6th of February. ridge out west, some cold air and a trough in the east, and you notice storm systems trying to cut underneath that. And it is a very similar setup actually on the GFS ensemble mean around that same time period. Ridge out west, some storm systems trying to cut underneath, cold air in the east. That's not a terrible look if you're looking for more potential wintertime fun and games. And just speaking for temperatures, there's again the European ensemble mean. This is out at 276 hours, so next Sunday morning. That's a cool look in the eastern part of the country and right on through the end of the run of the most recent ensemble of the European model. You keep that chillier pattern in the eastern part of the United States. So this is not a winter-ending warm-up. It's just kind of getting the opportunity to squeeze in a warmer stretch of weather as we go through the weekend and on into the beginning stages of next week before a big pattern flip occurs back to chillier weather thereafter. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.